I'm not 100% certain, but it was very interesting. So I would be going over to the pile and picking up any sticks or branches, and this wasn't like a baby tree. This was like a whole tree they chopped down, and all this needed to be cut up, and it's like giant logs, huge parts of the trees, branches that were huge and heavy, and I would be trying to move as much as I possibly could and physically could to the wood chipper. And I would be doing that each time. Meanwhile, other guys, I'm not going to name names, and honestly I don't think I remember half of the names, would pick up the smallest thing possible, put in the wood chipper. You could clearly tell who was putting in more effort. And it wasn't them. So I put in as much effort as I possibly could. And honestly, that's how I did it from step one to step whatever. I just did exactly what I was told. They told you to do something, you did it. It was honestly a lot more simpler than you may think, but it's what I did. And I have a lot of different stories in that aspect. This is a bigger one, but I definitely have a lot of different stories when it comes to this. Another one that's quite interesting is we had to wash trucks. And when I mean trucks, I don't mean small trucks. I mean like the really big snowplow trucks. I don't know where you guys may be located, but a snowplow is not a small truck. It is a huge truck. And we had to wash them. It was, I believe, over the winter. And I would be putting in as much effort as I possibly could. Other guys would be sitting there on their phones. And trust me, people definitely noticed between me and the other people, and how many people put in more effort, etc., etc., etc. It was definitely abundantly clear how much effort I put in and how much effort they put in, etc., etc., etc. It was quite interesting. And again, I felt like I had respect from a lot of the people, and I was quiet, and I stayed quiet for most of the time. I mean, what else do you want me to do? I'm not super into sports. I'm not super into all those guy things. So I would be quiet most of the time, and then I would talk. Like, don't get me wrong, I did have great conversations and great things with people. It's just I wasn't as chatty and as open as the other people around me. But it was a really interesting experience. Again, I thought I would hate this job, and I ended up loving it. Loving the people there, because everybody was nice. If you were respectful to them, they were respectful to you. Yeah, they would joke at you once in a while, but that's all in good fun. If you were respectful and nice, they would be respectful and nice. There was no buts, its, or what's about it. It was quite cheery, and I really did like that experience, honestly. It was one of the more solid experiences of my life, but I'm kind of just backtracking now. Think of another story is that wood chipping story has one of the best things I could ever think. Is my direct boss came up to me and he said, "Patrick, you get a gold star for the day." And that made me feel good, because he was recognizing that I was putting in all my effort as possible. And this guy is an amazing person. I really respected the hell out of this guy, because he literally, the first day I met him, was the first day of work.